Robbie, I like that ceiling.
We are live now.
Thank you.
We're ready. We're live.
Okay, welcome to the September 19, 2022 meeting of the Executive Committee of the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees. The meeting is being held in person with committee members participating remotely. At this time, I will conduct a roll call attendance to determine if a quorum is present. Please clearly respond present via WebEx or present in person when your name is called. Margot Cook, present via WebEx. Mike McNally,
All right, present via WebEx.
Mike Fascitelli,
Present via WebEx.
Christine Heenan,
Present via WebEx.
Neil Kerwin,
Present via WebEx.
Robbie Luna,
Present via WebEx.
Courtney Nicolato,
Present via WebEx.
Tom Ryan. Okay, and Mark Parlange.
Present via WebEx.
Okay, a quorum is present. I call the meeting to order. Reminder for the benefit of our audience and the note taker, please clearly identify yourself whenever you comment, make a motion or a second to a motion. Participants using WebEx are required to keep their cameras on, as remote members and all persons present at the meeting location must be clearly audible and visible to each other. At this time, I would like to acknowledge that the University of Rhode Island occupies the traditional homeland of the Narragansett Nation and the Niantic people. We've all heard this before, but I'll just say it. We'll go one more round of, in the effort to increase efficiency of our meetings, acceptance of the agenda has been removed as a standing item on all agendas. Instead, we are going to have a vote if a committee member would like to propose an amendment to the published agenda. An amendment can include 1, changing the order of the items listed on the agenda, 2, removing an item from the agenda, or 3, adding a new item to the agenda. Consistent with the Open Meetings Act, the committee may only add additional items to the agenda for informational purposes, and those additional items may not be voted on except when necessary to address an unexpected occurrence that requires immediate attention to protect the public or refer that matter to an appropriate committee or to another body or official. Any proposed changes to the published agenda will require a motion and a majority vote. Are there any proposed changes to the published agenda? Okay, hearing none, I'm going to move to agenda item 1, which is approval of the minutes. And may I have a motion that the executive committee approve the minutes of its June 23rd, 2022 committee meeting?
So moved, Neil Kerwin.
Robbie
Seconded,
Luna,
Christine
second.
Heenan.
Thank you, Neil and Christine. Any discussion? Okay, there being no discussion, I'd ask for a voice vote. All in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion carries. Okay, so the second agenda item is the executive session. So may I have a motion that the Executive Committee of the URI Board of Trustees convene into executive session pursuant to RIGL 42465A1 for a discussion of the President's annual review, and RIGL 42465A2 for a discussion regarding collective bargaining with the following bargaining units: Maritime Professional Association, URI Physicians Association, and Graduate Assistants United. President Parlange has been notified in writing that his annual review will be conducted in executive session. Is there a motion?
This is Courtney, so moved.
Second, Mike Fascitelli.
Any discussion on the motion? There being no discussion, I ask for a voice vote. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the committee will now convene into executive session for the reasons specified. It's anticipated that it'll last about 30 minutes, after which the committee will reconvene into open session. The live stream is going to be paused during the executive session and will resume once the session has ended and the committee reconvenes into open session.
Yes. Kim has to go too. Okay.
Michelle, are we good to go? Let's see her.
Margot, I'm gonna text her.
Okay. And committee update.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The committee has met 2 times since the last time the board met, and we are actually moving along pretty swiftly right now to implement the single record keeper for the 403B retirement system with the Office of Higher Ed, Rhode Island College, CCRI, and the university. At the 2 meetings ago, we approved the use of employer controlled annuity contracts. We approved the investment policy. We approved the mapping strategy that will be used in the future, the fee methodology, and the share class policy. We are now working with our consultant, Cap Trust and TIAA, to move into the final stages of implementation, which we hope will take place at the beginning of the next calendar year. So we have notified the 2 providers that we will not be continuing with, that we will not be making future contributions, and Cap Trust is working with them to map the assets in the current plans to see which assets can be moved over to TIA.
Okay, but all running smoothly?
Yes, we've run into no issues. Everything is running smoothly right now.
Terrific. Okay, let's then move to the action item. This action item is in reference to the 2022 to 2025 tentative collective bargaining agreement between URI Board of Trustees and the Maritime Professional Association, AFSCME, Council 94, Local 2877A. Any comments on that, Anne Marie?
No, ma'am, it's a 2.5% contract, 3-year agreement.
All right, may I have a motion that the Executive Committee recommend that the Board of Trustees ratify the 22 to 25 tentative collective bargaining agreement between the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees and the Maritime Professional Association, AFSCME, Council 94, Local 2877A.
Mrs. Courtney, so moved.
Christine Heenan, second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, motion carries. And then this second motion, Anne Marie, so that's a distinct motion from the first one. This is a review of a 2.5% across the board salary increase for all non-union, non-classified employees effective July 1, 2022. Anything you want to comment on there?
These would be all of the non-union employees at the university. They would be the administrators, executive assistant, our postdocs, and many part-time employees who are fall below the threshold for union eligibility. So we have a lot of 18, 19-hour-a-week employees that would be included in this group. It's a pretty diverse group of employees.
Remind
Is
us,
that-
Henry, what were these people given last year? I know we had a
Yeah.
free COVID.
The last November, the board approved a 2.5% salary increase for the
That's it.
non-union, non-classified employees.
Okay, any other questions, comments? Okay, may I have a motion that the executive committee recommend that the Board of Trustees approve a 2.5% across the board salary increase for all non-union, non-classified employees effective July 1, 2022.
So moved, Neil Kerwin.
Second, Mike McDaniel.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carries. All right, last item is to adjourn. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Mrs. Courtney, so moved.
Christine Heenen,
Second.
second.
Okay, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any abstentions? Any noes? Okay, thank you, and we will see you on Friday.
See you
Thank you very
Friday.
much.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Right.